What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mario Super Sluggers. In the last episode, we finished up Donkey Kong Jungle completely. It's the first area we've completed in full. And it's one of the only areas that you can complete almost on your first trip if you take my path, at least. So that's the first area we've completed, and now we're heading on to Wario City, the last area that needs our help. To be saved from Bowser Jr. So without further ado, let's head straight on inside and see what is going on around here and see if we can help out Wario and the gang. This is Wario City. It's got a nice little jazz groove of music in the background. It's not a bad area, and of course everything is garlic shaped. Typical Wario. Great pea soup. The stage is covered with fog. Can't see a thing. What? Anyone there? That sound. It's like Wario. I wonder where he is. Over here, Cloud Boy. I'm on top of this building. You got here just in time. That lying little lizard Bowser Jr. trapped me. He said there was treasure up here. And when I climbed to the top, the power went out all over the town. Then the stupid fog rolled in. I see Wario hasn't changed a bit. Get over here and help me. The elevator stopped and I can't get down. It needs power. Look around and see if you can find what's busted. Interesting. So if we try to walk this way, yeah, it's dangerous to go this way. The fog is covering everything. So there's really nowhere to go. We can't go this way either. The fog is incredibly thick. I don't think we can explore this with Mario. We'll see. This may end up being Wario, but I think Donkey Kong might be able to bust this open. No, it's definitely Wario, so we'll have to check that out a little bit later. But let's go talk to this Goomba. Hi there, name's Goomba. This is my shop. I heard Wario bellowed over here too. Bellowing over here too. What a jump, am I right? Listen, my neon sign just went out for no reason. Think you can fix it? I'm no good at what you call them, delicate maneuvers. If you can trace the outline of my beautiful neon sign, it will turn back on. Use the Wii remote to point and then press A to trace the outline of the object. You can start wherever, just don't let the line break before you finish, capiche? Alright, so this basically is just a giant tracing game. You do have a lot of leeway, as you can see there. I went way off the mark, and you don't have to paint over it exactly, though I do remember as a kid with this game. By the way, yes, that sound effect in the background does not stop for anything. But it doesn't take much to actually get cleared on these. You can pretty much go right off the path. Like that was just abysmal. So was that. Doesn't really matter unless you go too far off, then it'll tell you like you failed and whatnot. We should be good here. I remember as a kid though struggling with this quite a lot for some reason, just because for me it was hard to trace, and to be honest it still is, obviously, if you can't tell. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, this is a giant sign of Wario, who is obviously holding garlic in one hand and bombs in the other. Typical Wario fashion, I'd say. But we've abysmally screwed up this bomb, though I don't think it matters too much. We can simply get to the end. There we go. And with that, the sign is back on. And with that, the fog should roll out of at least part of this area. Sure enough, it does. We can take that bottom path now. Hey, you did it. And the light seems to be pushing that fog away. Hey, thanks for helping me out. Now I can open my shop for business. How's that again? You want me to go with you? Oh, well, I guess it might be good for business. Oh, what the hey. I love baseball, so I'll give it a shot. And we got Goomba to our team. Yeah, these guys are not Mario's enemies in this game. They are not one of Bowser's cronies. Instead, they are for Team Wario. I think the team's name is officially called the Wario Muscles. He's got a pretty good pitch and fielding skill, but his stats aren't great. He's not the best player by any means. But we can now head down this way as well. And let's talk to you here, Green Paratroopa. Hello, hey. You're the guys who got rid of the fog, right? Thanks to you, I can finally see this billboard. Oh, Bowser Jr. must have erased it. It's just a big blank space. If I had a brush, I could paint a new picture. But I lent it to Red Yoshi a while back, and I haven't seen it since. Huh, so it turns out that brush that Red Yoshi was looking for a while back actually isn't even his. It's green paratroopers, and I'm going to switch over to Yoshi because Yoshi can explore these trees here. Anytime you see a tree like this, you're going to want to bring Yoshi out for it because he's the one that's going to be searching them. Peach mainly has flowers and things with faces on it. Typically, at least, I would say. And then, see, this tree is shaking violently, so I guess you guys, I think at this point, should know what that means if I can actually search it. With it shaking like that, obviously, another teammate's gonna pop out, and this time it's Paragoomba. Charred Chestnut, you're gonna make me molt if you keep scaring me like that. You know how long it took me to find that hiding spot? What if Bowser Jr. finds me? Yeah, I saw him earlier wandering around the ballpark. You're looking for more teammates? Well, don't look at me. Okay, fine. I'll join your team if you pass my test. Will that make you happy? It sure will, bud. Yeah, so all the Goombas, the Goomba variants, and even Koopa Troopa variants, so all the Paratroopas, and then different colors as well. They all are on Wario's team. They are not part of Bowser's team this time around, which is interesting. Now, they do have some chemistry with Bowser, like, you know, chemistry. Obviously, we've seen that quite a while. They do have chemistry with a lot of Bowser's team, Bowser and Bowser Jr.'s team, which comprises mostly of the same group of people, I would say. So, but that is the thing. For one buddy jump off a player whom you have a chemistry to steal a home run. Alright, so we've seen this mission, of course, before, just in a different stadium. So we're going to sprint over here as fast as possible. Blue Pianta will jump up and grab that home run. Alright, so only 2 more left. Obviously, we've seen this before. But I do want to show off the ballpark a little bit, as well as Paragoomba. And, okay, that was not my fault. Blue Pianta did not get there fast enough. You see, this is entirely a city. So the entire field is made out of bricks, and you got a giant, like, Wario musical hotel thing behind us. With, like, carnival tents and things like that. And it's got some blue, white, and red, like, banners typically seen during, like, 4th of July celebrations in the United States, which I think is really nice. But also, it would very much hurt to slide around and stuff on this ball field, but players do it all the time. It's entirely concrete and brick, which would definitely hurt, but if you're playing a game in this stadium, players are sliding all the time, and it doesn't actually seem to hurt them. And I'll show off the gimmick of this area a little bit later. That was fun. I like your style. Make room for me on the team bus. And we got Paragoomba, defensive specialist with great hop, so he's got a little bit better glove than his regular Goomba counterpart. And if we search this again, we're gonna get more money, though not much. But I do want to mention something. I didn't mention this in the last episode, or the past 2 areas we've been in. Yoshi and Donkey Kong's park gimmicks. I mentioned Mario's and Peach's, and then kind of forgot to mention theirs as well. But I won't show any clips on screen because I don't have any in particular, at least not yet. But we'll be seeing it much later on, once we've moved on from the challenge mode of this series, or once we've completed it, because we've got some other things that we'll need to do as well. But Yoshi's park gimmick is, one, the train that drives around the back of the stadium, but also he's got pipes everywhere, which you saw can obviously eat up balls. I didn't mention it, but that is one of the gimmicks. The pipe will eat up the balls and spit it out somewhere else, as well as piranha plants that will sometimes pop out, eat the balls, and spit them out, as well as attack any players that get too close. And Donkey Kong's area had a gimmick in which there are, you may have saw them, barrel cannons on the ends of the field, and they will shoot out in the direction of the ball at any given moment, especially if it goes in the outfield, which can be detrimental to outfielders trying to stop the ball and get it back into the infield and hopefully trying to get an out. I just thought I'd mention this quickly. Of course, we'll see that again, and I'll try to bring it up once we're back in those stadiums playing some baseball. But I did think I would stop and mention that really quickly. Hey, you there. Where are you headed? Now, why would you want to go and climb a building? Huh? Wario is up there. Well, this fog sure complicates matters. Too bad the lighthouse is out of power. Hey, wait just a second. Can you guys go and see what's up with the lighthouse? If you get the light back on, the fog should clear out in no time. You could be right about that. So we can't go this way. The fog is too thick. Let's go take a look inside the lighthouse. If you walk over, it's yellow Magic Koopa. That's far enough. This lighthouse is off limits. Is somebody there? Help! I'm locked in the lighthouse. It's a red paratrooper. Did you come to light a candle and curse the darkness? No one curses the darkness when I'm around, and we're all out of candles. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Yeah, I don't think so either. Quiet, you. This is my lighthouse. I make candle jokes if I want. Oh yeah, so the Magic Koopas are pretty funny. I'll give them that. Hit the sweet spot. So this is just as simple as, well, hitting the sweet spot. The game will explain a little bit more what that means in a second. And I'll go ahead and mention it now since we just talked about it. Wario Stadium's gimmick, those two drainage pipe things, they will spout up water everywhere. But not only that, if you've seen on the floor of the stadium, connect with the sweet spot for a clean hit. Get 3 hits in 10 tries to clear. Simply throw a pitch straight down the middle, and wow, we got a home run. But you see those arrows on the concrete down there? If the ball hits one of those, the ball will go left or right, depending on which direction the arrow. It will shoot off in one of those directions. Okay, he said oops, but I don't really have control over where he moves to hit the pitches. Now that one was a good one, and I almost have to show off what the arrows do, but if the ball hits that, they'll shoot off in one of the directions. And that actually worked. Let's see, there it goes. Oh, no it didn't actually, but that is what the arrows do. Yeah, okay, that didn't work either. You gotta give me something to work with here, Magic Koopa. And there we go. Sweet, that should work. And the mission is cleared. Not too bad. Though, if you have the nunchuck, it's a lot easier because you can actually move the character in the batter's box with the nunchuck. So it makes that mission a little bit easier. So you're not just worried about Mario moving himself. Because like when Mario moves there in the batter's box, I have no control over that. So if you're using the Wii remote, you might just have to get lucky and hope you get it on your first try. Greasy goulash. Can't believe you benchwarmers beat me. Don't look at me like that. Save those guppy dog eyes for some other loser. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man angry and hungry for pies. That's also... I do believe he's lost it. Yeah, me too. You haven't heard the last of me. Yeah, that's definitely not how that saying goes, pal. Phew, thanks. I rushed over to the lighthouse, or rushed over here to turn on the lighthouse, but that yellow magic guy sealed me in there with magic. Good grief, he talks a lot. Anyways, just wait here while I turn the lighthouse back on. He's gonna rush back in, and he turns it on, and with that, the fog is going to disappear from this area. Thanks for waiting. That's much better, isn't it? The fog is clearing out too. I think I misheard you. Did you say you want me to go with you? Yeah, actually. You did? Oh well, alright then. Count me in. Let's take back the park and get busy playing baseball. And we've now got Paratroopa. So he uses super jumps to catch fly high. So he's got the ability super jump. And funny enough, on my card screens... Oh, sorry. Wario's here. Wow, you did it. Keep up the good work and hustle over here. Since there's no power, the elevator's out of service. You have to climb the vine. There's crates in the way. Smash them. Vine climbing and crate smashing. You need someone strong and hairy. Yeah, so obviously he's referring to Donkey Kong, which, funny enough, we do have. But I did want to mention something very quickly. This game mentions red Paratroopa as just Paratroopa, and then also green Koopa as just Koopa, and then you have red Koopa, and then green Paratroopa. But on my screens, you may have actually seen that. On my little info screens, I guess you could say. We have, look at that. Behind the crates are some steel boxes. Oh, not even Donkey Kong can budge them. If only there was some way to pull them. Some force, some natural attractive force. Be like a magnet of sorts. But we can smash these crates and get to these vines to reach Wario. But like I was saying, on my info screens, I've mentioned them all by color and what they are. So my info screen says red Koopa and green Koopa, and then red Paratroopa and green Paratroopa, respectively. Even though the game doesn't mention them that way, I want to be a little bit more specific. Though I guess it makes sense, because typically you see Paratroopas as red, and in pretty much any Mario game, and all the regular Koopas almost exclusively are green. Now there are some differences to that, and whatnot. But subtle Mario things, I guess. What took you so long, losers? I'm so hungry, I could eat 5 of you. The only place without electricity is the ballpark. Maybe the dynamo's busted. It's a delicious looking garlic shaped building over there. Yeah, something stinks, and it ain't me. There are bad guy losers somewhere around. Well, lucky you, I'm joining up. Now let's go to the dynamo to get on the double. If we come across any treasure chests, they're mine, got it? Because I can open them. Got a magnet too. I can add metal from a distance, and also works on coins. And we've added Wario to the team, the final team captain that we need to fill out our little roster at the bottom. Not the final team captain total. We still have, I believe, 1 more of those total. Or actually, 3 more technically. But he's got a phony ball, phony swing, and a laser beam ability. And you'll see what laser beam is a little bit later. Of course, laser beam is something we've at least seen on a character before. I didn't mention it exactly, but other characters that we've seen do have this, like King K. Rool, for example. But now that we have Wario here, we can actually use him, or we should be able to use him to attract these boxes, or at least I thought we could. Maybe not quite yet, or maybe I have to go up here. Maybe it won't let me until after we've completed this area. But here we are. What? Hey you, what did you do to the dynamo? You're just not noticing? This ballpark is under the control of Bowser's minions. You there, help! What's wrong with you dodos? You want to get hit by my boomerang? Well, alright, didn't say I didn't warn you. And we've got ourselves another battle mission, so getting out with a buddy move. Well, I guess we'll just use Mario since we've already got him selected. I mean, I do guess the reason the game did label the Koopas that way, it being regular Koopa in the green color, and then red Koopa, as well as green Paratroopa, and then just Paratroopa, who's obviously red, is because of the different ways they move in like the 2D Mario platformers. Because many green Koopas that you would see would typically be like almost flying, but more or less bouncing around, while the red ones are actually flying. And then of course for green green Koopas, those are the ones you see the most often, and I believe they'll just end up walking right off edges and stuff like that, while the red ones typically move back and forth and whatnot, back and forth across platforms and stuff like that. At least if I remember correctly from all my 2D Mario experience that I have from all my younger years, I guess. I guess that would make sense. I almost missed that buddy toss there, but we got it, and we got the last out, and the mission is cleared. Sweet. And with that, the mission, well, like I just said, mission cleared. And so now we can get rid of this boomerang bro and hopefully fix up the dynamo, or if Wario calls it, the giant, tasty looking, or the garlic looking tasty build, whatever he said, I don't remember. Drafting diapers, how did you nobody's beat me? None of this matters though, the dynamo is still busted. I went and filled it with the electrical circuits. I see a plumber with you guys, but not an electrician. That was actually a pretty good joke, I'm not gonna lie, I'll give it to him. Thanks for the help. Say, you think you can fix the dynamo too? Circuit parts are all out of whack, and I can't move them. Maybe you could move them with Wario's magnet. Hey, hands off my magnet. Oh, fine, let me see what me and my magnet can do. Alright, so now we have access to Wario's magnet. Point with the Wii remote and press A to move the magnet. To rotate the magnet, twist and to the left and right. Parts are scattered around the circuit. Grab and move them with the magnet. Put the red, yellow, and blue parts in the right place and the electricity will flow. Alright, so we can point at the screen and grab the magnet. So we have to wait for that thing to go out. If you get hit by any electricity at any point while I'm going through this area, you will actually fail immediately. Whoops, hold on. If I do this, and then we can go up, place this here. I don't know where this yellow one goes. Perhaps if I can spin this way. Down one more. Go up here. And almost got it. It's hard to twist and stuff and get it quite right all the time. Alright, sometimes it gets hard to get the twist. You have to let go of A couple times to get it to do right. Okay, I actually need to turn this thing around. Hold on, come on now. Work with me here. We can turn this around here and then add back this way. I say wait for that electricity to stop and then place that in, and this is cleared. What would you do? The dynamo's up and running. Bowser Jr. is just like his pops, a real piece of bad news. If you don't mind, I'd like to join you. I want to give that guy what's for. And we've got Red Koopa, player who can use a spin attack. Oh yeah. Look, the fog around the ballpark is clearing out too. Looks like we'll be able to play baseball now. But uh-oh, seems like Bowser Jr. was waiting for us. Boo! What do you think you're doing? You're the one who hid my rich, glittering goodness from my ballpark with this fog. Oh, come on, this place is an eyesore. You've got no class at all. The world should thank me for my service. Service? Service? Stay where you are, Fang Face. I'm gonna teach you some manners. Bring it, Garlic Breath. I'm not afraid of you. Dang, the insults are flying high. Alright, but I do think we can now, like, do something with this. Or at least I thought we could somehow. Maybe we still can't do anything with this quite yet. I for sure thought we'd be able to. But it doesn't. Wait, hold on a second. I saw something for just a moment. What are these containers? Are those rails? Bet I with my mighty magnet is just the trick ticket we need. Yeah, so we can move these out of the way. Oh, it moved. I saw it. Who's a genius? Wario, that's who. I'm taking care of these worthless containers in no time. Stand where you want to move them and press A. Yeah, so it's quite simple. Just simply, well, like you said, move them where you want. And press A. Well, if it'll let me. It may not even let me. Come on. It may not let me move this one. But actually, I do want to come right over here really quickly. Search in here with the magnet. And grab some coins. And there was another one back at the entrance that we'll get to a little bit later. But I actually do think this is as good a place as ever to end off this episode. We'll continue this little puzzle here. And move around these boxes. And also take on Bowser Jr. in the next episode. So if you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It's helped the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing and leaving a comment down below. Once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.